Missouri mud. It's all going down October 1st through the 3rd, and we want you to be a part of it. With open mud holes for vehicles of all shapes and sizes. Accessible campgrounds throughout the entire property. Miles of trails for the four-wheelers and side-by-side. Tug-of-war. The slough. And don't forget, there's always plenty of other stuff. It's Trucks Gone Wild weekend, and it's coming back to Bricks Off-Road Park in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, October 1st through the 3rd. For all the information you need, check out Bricks Off-Road Park and Trucks Gone Wild on social media right now.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing tonight? It's the Wednesday night edition, man. It's Trucks Gone Wild Live. It's the longest running off-road streamed live Facebook, YouTube, marketing party on the internet with great friends in the world.
Perfect.
Something like that.
You nailed it, Wister. Good job, buddy. Good job.
All right, guys, let's see. Let me get rid of this right here. And we are rocking and rolling, man. It is, like I said, man, can you believe it? It is already September 22nd. We're about to hit fall weather across the United States, and it is just absolutely crazy to me that this year has flown by like it has. But it has been fun. Don't know how that popped up, but hey, Daniel Thompson, great to have you in the house tonight, my friend. I saw that Mr. Suttner was the first one to respond in tonight from his YouTube account.
Yeah, so, I saw that too.
Yep, very cool from him. And but again, thanks to everybody for tuning in. There's Brandon Clark. Hope you're doing well there, buddy. Gary and Patty and Chad DeRitter. Chad DeRitter coming off a long traveling weekend. We can talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. But great crowd coming on board. So thanks again. Matt, how about you, buddy? How you doing tonight?
Hey, man, I'm just coming off a great time at the barn. I'll do a recap on the barn here in a little bit. And I just want to tell you, it was the most unique barn event that we've done thus far. And I probably got more post-event commentary that was positive than any other event. And all the events at the barn have gone very smooth. But this one was different, Wister. I'll tell you why. And I will show you, because I got like 3 shirts. This is the official the welcome to the shit show from the
Nice.
Shithead truck, dude.
I like that.
The Shithead truck. Between the last bamboo event and the last 2 barn events, dude, I'm telling you, the Shithead truck is internationally known right now. And here's another reason why, because he's got his own beads. He's got the little Pooh Man, right? The little Pooh Man bead. And if you flick him, he lights up, dude. He blinks.
See, I want one of those too. I mean, where can I get that set up?
I'm sure you know somebody. Somebody, Wister, created a Pooh emoji, little guy, and they said, that's cool, but not cool enough.
Yeah.
It needs to blink.
That's right.
Thank God for those people, dude. I love it. So had a great weekend, man. So Chris, you were there, dude. I mean, we'll recap it more, but man, that was a good time.
It was super fun, super crazy. And I tell you what, if there's a VIP of the night, it goes to the people that stood out there all night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those hundreds and hundreds of people that stood out there, you know, it was a little wet, and they stood out there and they were cheering and having fun and partying. And here, I'll use a term that gets thrown around so loosely. They were the heroes.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's actually a good description, dude. And I'm
a terrible description. Heroes go running into burning buildings. But
hey,
they were heroes.
Heroes can make great events. There's no doubt about it. But listen, man, a lot was going on last weekend. Like you said, our event at the infamous barn, those events are really growing in strength. They were getting better and better. So that's a great thing. You know, there was a big event in South Carolina last weekend that I attended. I talked a little bit about that. And then there was, of course, also another event that a lot of our good friends attended up in Indy. So maybe we can comment a little bit on that tonight as well. But right now, before we get started, you know, let me bring this up right quick. I apologize for not already having this queued up. I mean, I'm kind of losing my touch, man. I got to get better at this stuff. But I got to thank Jared and the entire team over at Big Shocks, dude. A lot of people running Big Shocks right now. I'm seeing more and more pictures, more and more comments on the social media platforms. Big Shocks this, Big Shocks that. They've added a lot more new product to their product line. So please, if you're going to upgrade your truck, before you buy your parts from anybody else, man, please go check out bigshots.com. American-made products right there on the shelf, ready to ship out. So bigshots.com, they can hook you up. And then, of course, our safety equipment partner for the last few years has been RaceQuip and racequip.com. Man, excellent products, excellent pricing. So you're going to be upgrading any of your safety gear this year. Don't forget to turn to RaceQuip and racequip.com first. And we appreciate both of those guys for being weekly sponsors of this great show.
Wister, can I address some comments? Very well done on this.
Yes.
First off, Jason Hayes. Is it me or is the guy in the middle video, Matt, looking old? LMAO JK. Jason, no, your vision is slurred. That's all I can tell you. All right. So, but he did put LMAO and JK. So, Jason, we're good. No problems. All right. I don't know if it's Philo or Philo. I don't know how to pronounce it. But he says, Hoss Steele killed it at the barn. Pillow fights and all, glass cutting nipples. Wister, you might be wondering, what is Philo? What's he talking about?
What's he talking about?
At the barn, Saturday night, we had several first-time things ever. A pillow fight practically broke out during the tug-of-war. It was Randall hitting me with a pillow during the action, right? That happened. Yes, Chris.
Normally he's biting the pillows. This time he was getting hit with them.
I was getting hit by the pillows.
Were the duck feathers flying everywhere?
No, but so I referenced the fact, I'm like, I can't believe I'm not biting a pillow for once, but I'm actually getting hit with one at a tug-of-war event at the barn. And then somebody else broke out another pillow. There were multiple pillows at the event. I don't know how that happens. I digress. Moving on. More first-time things. I was handed a crocheted beer koozie, Wister, that had a penis and testicles hanging off the side of it. Those are made. I need to find out. I saw it on Facebook. The girl that makes them, she makes them and sells them, and she raises money for her.
Oh,
school.
okay.
Like she's putting herself through college and putting herself through secondary education crocheting beer koozies with penises involved.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, I'm not restarting now, dude. Hold on. Why does my computer do this? Like, pick a time. I'm not interested. All right, computer. So, Chris, the glass cutting nipples. Like, it started raining. Show starts at 6. When did it start raining, Chris? 7:15. A little over an hour into the show, probably. Right?
Something like that. 7:15, 7:30.
And it was like a heavy sprinkle, and it was enough to get everybody completely soaked, but it wasn't like a downpour. And I noticed, like, I'd say 25% of the people went inside, but the rest just stayed. And I had multiple people go, dude, are we stopping? I'm like, hell no, we're not stopping. We are not stopping, dude. We're going to go with the show. Dude, the tugs were so good. It was so different, just with the mist of it was like doing it in an aqua pad, which we've done in multiple places around the country. So we had that effect of it. Totally unique, totally different, with the lights and the water and everything. Everybody's hanging out. Glass cutting nipples. I believe I referenced that a couple of times because everybody was nipping. Even like the little kids who got snuck in with the coolers full of glass, right? Even they were nipping. And so what was the Chris? There was that. There was the rain. I don't know, dude. The whole thing was just awesome, Wister. The turnout was great, and just a pile of trucks. It was awesome. Where can I buy the penis koozie from since Pablo effed me on a shirt? You know what? If you know the source of the penis crocheted koozies, put the girl's Facebook page up here, because she deserves to make money off of that night. Because I got about $500 worth of humor off of that, right?
Yeah.
So she needs to make some money, and we need to put this girl through school.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, it sounds like you had some great action. Some of the videos that I saw. Hey guys, you remember the flashback right quick to Michigan Mud Jam? We had a downpour before the tug of wars, and several years ago. So the little pit there, had 2 inches of water in it. Well, it turned into be a phenomenal tug of war show. Remember, I don't know if you remember, but we went back to the house that night. I had a video on my phone and I uploaded it, and it got like 200,000 views. Remember that? 200,000 views that night. Yes.
was 350,000 plus in about 4 hours.
It was fast.
That's before Mark Zuckerberg started giving
Yes.
scene and killed it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's whenever you put something out and it could get up to all your people.
It could get to reach.
It went like super. It was like our first big Facebook video. I mean, we didn't make a dime off it, which we're not expecting to, but it went crazy. It was who was it? What truck was it?
I thought it was it Goodo and Dusty Ramaker maybe or
Yep.
Yeah. It was Goodo for sure. And I'm not sure if it was Dusty or if it may have been Joey Adams. I can't remember, but it was somebody. It was definitely Goodo, and I don't remember who he was pulling against.
Yeah. I don't know. So when is next year's schedule going to be announced? Funny that you mentioned that. We don't have the schedule complete yet. We're still kind of juggling. But I do have probably 7 or 8 dates that I am compiling. I got a text from Brandon Ferguson today. He's like, dude, can I get an idea on dates? Because we want to do a bachelor party thing and all this, that, the other. And we'd like to tie that into an event, which I think is a great idea. So not because the 3 of us that you're watching right now need to tighten up on the schedule, but because Brandon needs to plan his bachelor party, I am going to work on this tomorrow and Friday and try to have at least the dates that we have out there. I know, January, there'll be a barn event. I just don't know which. Oh, I have another. Oh, how about this?
Right now.
Sidetrack, but I'm going to announce the next barn event at the end of my discussion on this, right? So there will be a barn event in January. February will be a bamboo, and we'll talk about Soggy Bottom potentially. So that'll be February. March redneck date is already in. April will be Boondocks. I think I know that date. Louisiana Mudfest, I know that date. Leroy's Fast Tracks.
Yep.
Probably looking at the end with some openings in May, which would put us back at the barn again. Probably Bricks in June. I don't know.
We're making progress is what you're trying to say.
And Melissa Lovewell's on tonight. You know we're going to be at the Barnyard in August.
Yes.
Because I'll do that damn event until I'm 100 years old if the Lovewells will keep having me up there.
Absolutely.
I tell you.
Which just so happens to be in 2 years.
Yeah, according to the one dude from earlier. I don't know what the hell's going on. I need some lotion or something. But, dude, the stage at the Barnyard is my happy place, dude.
Yeah.
But,
cool. Very good.
So, all right. Legendary Barn in Sanford, Trucks Gone Wild returns. Saturday night, November 20th. Saturday night, November 20th. So basically, we got Redneck, Twitties, and the Barn in November. That's actually going to be our last event of the year. Twitties will be our last weekend event of the year.
Yep.
And the Barn will be our last tug of war of the year. Dude, it was so good. It was so good the other night. We're like, let's sneak one more in before the end of the year because we pretty much go dormant, from Thanksgiving until dude, you know what's funny, Chris? That'll be the last event of this year. The Barn will be, and it'll be the first event of next year.
It's like a bookend, but an inside bookend.
Yeah.
Yes.
That.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Well, I just wanted to point this out that Miss Lovewell's already hashtagging Bring Worcester. You see that the hashtag has already started. So
Worcester,
pressure's on these guys now. Yep.
No, dude. Look, I think you should probably go next year, dude.
I think I should.
You get your bonus. You get to go to one extra show a year, right? You get out of the cage. Yeah.
I get to go to one. I get to go to one
Worcester. So,
hey, well, getting back to the Twitties event coming up in November, that November run with Redneck starting things off in November, we know what's going to happen in the end. It's going to be a big show. It's going to be huge. It's going to have a lot of people there. It's going to be a lot of fun. The Twitties event is probably one of my favorite events of the season because of the melting pot atmosphere, all the people that travel to that show. You see a lot of people at that November event that you do not see there ever. And so that's a really cool thing. Plus, the nighttime atmosphere on Friday night, Saturday night with the legendary bonfire parties that we have there. It's always a good time. And then ending up the season with one more big truck tug of war event when the weather's really good is sounds like a great month. I mean, writing it down on paper right now, we are already excited about it. But we know it's probably going to be way better than even that. So excited. That sounds good.
Ooh, Jason Hayes says Friday night steaks at Bricks. Matt West, I'm bringing ribeyes, dude. Nice. All right, just saw that. Michael Sutner says Michigan ? Michael, brother, let me tell you something. There wouldn't be many announcements that I would be more excited to make than if we can put something together and do that.
Yep.
I got nothing going right now, but I'm just letting you know that if that were to happen,
Yep.
call and vote.
Well, that definitely
right. Like on American Idol. You know.
Well, let's get back. Let's back up again. And go ahead.
I'll be right back. I gotta go do something, but I'll be right back.
All right. Well,
Hey,
while you do that, go ahead.
Worcester, let's talk about Bricks coming up.
Okay.
We just added something. I talked to Chase yesterday, and I know you got an email, and you're probably like, "What the hell is this?" But I was on the airplane getting ready to take off, and he ran by me what the deal was about bringing this new artist in for a concert on Saturday night. And I said, "Well, look, I'm about to take off. Email Worcester," and I guess you talked to him, and we put that out there yesterday, I believe, right?
Yeah, yesterday afternoon. Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, look, Brick September is the chiller of the two events. You know what I mean? It's always a little less people. And but you get everything going on at the park. It's really cool. But they just added another thing, live music. And evidently this guy's really good, and he plays original stuff. He plays a lot of covers. He likes to party. Oh, did you do a wardrobe change?
Dude, I did, bro. You see this? Buck 12 had a big group of about 20 people at the barn Saturday night, dude. They were partying their asses off at the last two events, and they hooked Steele up with an official Buck 12 shirt. So
nice.
I'm like Reba up in this.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, we were talking about Brick's upcoming event. Have they ever had live entertainment there?
They have not at a Trucks Going Wild event.
Right. Well, years and years and years ago, they had somebody on a flatbed trailer by the front.
The cowboy guy.
Yeah, I don't know if that counted because we didn't actually promote it or know about it. It was probably just one of those things, that happened.
Well, I tell you what, that's going to be really cool. This guy is an up and comer. You're right. He's already got one hit song, and he's working on some collaborations with some very popular artists. So it's going to be one of those names that over the next year or so, we're going to be hearing a lot more of. So those guys, with them being tied in with the entertainment industry and musicians and stuff like that, with all the stuff they do for Mercy Me and other bands, they're very excited about this guy and the opportunity they get now to bring him out at an early time. So I think that's going to be a great addition for the event next weekend.
So let's call it what it is, right? Because Bricks is one of those places that for years people have been saying, you got to have a band, you got to have some music, you got to do this, that, the other. And they've done everything else but that, kind of by design. They've been holding on to it, right? Because Bricks has everything you could want in a park. They really do.
Yeah.
And they've got just a wonderful staff, and they treat people nice, and they're good and all that. But they've held off on the music thing, and a lot of places do. And that's a hot topic because a lot of people are like, why don't they just book a band? Or why they'll say it to any park, not just Bricks. Here's the reality of it is insanely expensive, because even if a dude has like one or two hits on the radio that you might have heard 3 years ago, it's still crazy expensive. Then you got to get the sound, and then all this, that, the other. And that's what some people don't understand. So I'm not bad mouthing parks that book music or don't book music. I'm just telling you from the standpoint of doing it, it's a gamble, right?
Big gamble.
You can spend a lot of money doing that, and they're all guaranteed pay, right? That's hey, oh, it rained and your place flooded and nobody showed up. Sorry, we had a deal. Yeah, it ain't like they're getting a percentage and everybody's got skin in the game, because that's fair, actually. Everybody wins, everybody wins. Everybody loses, everybody loses.
Yeah.
Worcester.
Yeah.
I can say this. I'm not going to give out any details, but I just know from having a meeting with somebody or whatever. Worcester, how much do you think Morgan Wallen is?
Who?
Morgan Wallen. That's the guy, right? That's the singer, right?
That's the guy that got in trouble because he was partying and he slipped up and said a racially insensitive word, and he was talking to one of his buddies, and his neighbor caught it on video and showed it, and then he just got excoriated, right?
Okay. I've never even heard of the guy. Yeah. I don't know him.
Really?
Well, we don't know. I mean, yeah, but Chris, we don't know that number is accurate. We just know that his price went way the hell up.
But
Is he a country singer or what?
Yeah, got a bunch of hits and he's good, but it sounds better. It's a story. Who knows if this is accurate? It never.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Fax has never stopped this train before.
No.
Right. So
well, I mean, I don't know. I don't have an idea. I do, Jelly Roll that's been going to a few parks around this year. I know how much he costs.
How much does Jelly Roll cost?
$40,000.
Yeah. That would buy the appetizer for this act.
For Morgan Wallen. Dude, Morgan Wallen's got some great songs. He really does. He was bringing the mullet back.
Dude.
And then the incident happened.
Yeah. Fred Hubbard guesses 50,000.
Well, look, everybody's wrong. Worcester, it's $1 million.
$1 million? I mean, that's like some Luke Bryan type numbers.
Yeah.
And he brings up many people. It's crazy. So needless to say, we're not having Morgan. We got a guy in Kissimmee that kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
And he's like $1.75.
Is that like Johnny Cobbler?
Right.
Oh, dude, Johnny Cobbler was a blast, man. He just showed up,
Yeah, that's right.
I'd be like, shoot, what? Can you take me on your buggy? That's fun, dude. Listen, I would come off some money to get Johnny Cobbler to play one of our events. So if Johnny Cobbler's got any friends watching tonight, or Johnny Cobbler, Mr. Cobbler, if you're watching, and you wanna do something down at like a Bamboo or something, man, that'd be cool.
Hey, listen, Amanda just popped in and she said, Worcester, you do know who this Morgan guy is. So if I heard his music, then it sounds like I would know. She even says that we've heard the music together. So, yeah, and that could be with a lot of people, but the name does not mean anything to me. And I apologize for that I'm not more in tune with. I just don't listen to country music very often unless I'm with Amanda and Twitty and that group of people. And then you hear all the stuff, that you don't normally listen to on a daily basis.
Dinosaur 87 times.
Gonna hear Dinosaur. Yeah. Hear Dinosaur. Yeah.
You could book Clay Meadows to sing at your event for $20.
Hey,
saying.
Listen.
I heard it from somebody. Might have been Clay himself.
I got a joke for you. Have you guys heard the song My Ding-a-ling? It's the funny song.
The old one.
Yeah, the old My Ding-a-ling, My Ding-a-ling. Yeah. Well, we all played that when we were at South Berlin a few weeks ago, and we got to see Twitty and Victor Adams dancing and singing and stuff. And it was absolutely the best entertainment I had seen in a while. It beat out some of my shows that I watch on TV at night. It was so good. It was absolutely hilarious. So good stuff. So anyway, getting back to what we were talking about, we were going to mention a few things about some of the events. I went to Twitty's Mud Bog last weekend. It was the 10th annual Ronald McDonald event. The Voice.
The 10th annual what?
It was the 10th annual Ronald McDonald event.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, the Voice, Dave Renfro, was at another event. So I did the call, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I was not used to doing a 9-hour event. Oh, I'm always good for 2 or so, but I called the entire show. It was 9 hours. Needless to say, I could not speak all day Sunday. I had something in my throat all day, and it was pretty rough. But I know, Chris.
What was his name?
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Mister,
open the door on that one, didn't I?
Was his name Mac Kinsey?
All right. Anyway, it was a great event. Got to see it was a series points race for the Megatroke Bad Boys. It was the last one before the big, huge championship weekend coming up in Rockingham. And so it was a great event. Got to see a lot of people, got to hang out with some cool cats, and it was good times. But where Dave was talking about events and other things going into last weekend, we got to see a bunch of our buddies up at Indy. So you guys can comment on that.
Oh, I just saw a lot of dudes that were talking about how much fun they had. I saw some footage too. It was cool. There were a lot of things going on this whole weekend. And so it was neat. I mean, if you were into trucks, there was something going on all over the country. And you know what I liked about it? The best part was it looked to me like the guys had a good time and they got treated really well. I like that. I think that was cool. So
yeah, very good. Fred Hubbard wants to know, what events are you going to be doing at Bricks next weekend?
Man, there's a schedule that we've got. Friday's Park Parade at like 4, Tugs at 7. And, obviously the trails and mud holes and everything are all open all weekend long. We're going to do a slew at noon on Saturday. We just got to figure out how we're going to do it. Concert. And then happy hour in the mud field at 4, which is just basically us. We'll be partying out there in the open mud holes at 4 for a little bit. We'll probably bring the sound out there if we can get it out there. Sometimes the roads are a little nasty, so it all depends on the condition of the park. More tugs at 7 on Saturday night. Probably tugs are probably gonna last for an hour or so. Don't show up at 9:30 looking to do them. Just saying. We'll go into more details on that next week. And then Saturday night, the concert that's going to be in the Midway area. So that's a couple things on Friday, 4 things on Saturday, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty laid back. Like, we don't hammer everything down your throat with the schedule at that one. That happened to Worcester last weekend. Clearly.
Yeah. It was rough. It was rough. So
that's kind of the schedule. We'll be putting that up. Looking forward, dude. I'm looking forward to some live music at Bricks. I'm going to go back to the live music thing because I wasn't done talking about that yet. And what happens with that is it goes better at some places than others. I've seen dudes that nobody's heard of play at some places, dude, and the guy's just good and people are there for whatever reason, and it's magic, and you sit back, like in our case, and you go, this is awesome, because nobody knows who the hell this guy is, but they do now. So this is good for him, and it's good for the people watching, right? I love that. Yes, Worcester.
Florida Scoundrels. Remember first time you heard them? Florida Scoundrels.
And you know why they were booked at Iron Horse when we were there? That was before Todd owned it, because of Chuck D. Because Chuck D was at a house party in Kissimmee.
Yep.
And they were playing a lot of country. Chuck cannot stand the entire country music genre. He hates it. And he called me one day. He goes, "You're not going to believe what I'm about to say. But I watched the country band, and I think it would be great at our event." And I hung up the phone, and I threw it in the lake. And I said, "Who the hell is that?"
Right.
Telling me they're Chuck D. But a lot of fun with them, dude.
Yeah.
That's a great example, Worcester. I'm glad you brought that up because I had mentioned that story, but I didn't really have any examples that I could think of.
I mean, they were at Iron Horse by 4 or 5 years, maybe, or whatever.
Yeah, I think 3 years running. I think they played at a few of our events. They played up at Ronnie Bates' place in Easton, Georgia. Yep.
Yeah.
JT something in the Florida Scoundrels, right?
Yep.
Yeah. JT Curtis.
That's it.
What was great about that band is they always mixed up their set list.
Yeah.
Well.
All right.
There's 2 people that got that, and that's who I'm playing for. If
one night, I had a good buzz going up on the stage. Not so good that I had to be walked back to camp, which happened a couple times there. Chris will tell you one night when I walked off of the stage, dude, at the Iron Horse, I'm addressing the crowd. Everything goes good. I walk off the stage and I walked flat into a pole, dude. And it's like a pow, and they had to catch me because I didn't knock myself out, but I was pretty damn close. So
hey, Brickle just typed in right quick, and he wants to know when the cruise is. What's the dates on the cruise?
The dates
for 2022. Are you working on those, man?
Actually,
not right now. I'm not currently. No.
The cruise is at Bricks in 10 days when we cruise.
Yeah.
Park. That's when the cruise is.
Nice.
That was the weekend. That was the date for the next cruise, which would have been the second one, right? So, but looking forward to Bricks. And then so the other thing is I've seen, going back to the live music, we had Colt Ford at Louisiana back in the day.
Yep.
And it was madhouse, right? But that was at Louisiana before people started partying in the back. So the problem, and I don't mean the problem, the good thing is now at Louisiana, the party Friday and Saturday nights in the back. That's where the party's at, right? Yep. And they try to do like Michael would spend a lot of money on music, and he was an artist that people knew of. And you got 100 people watching them, and it just the return wasn't there. So it does work at some venues, and it doesn't work at others.
I think it has to be the artist too. I think a lot of times at Louisiana, it's such a wide variety of attendees from younger to older that the older crowd might like some of the traditional stuff that's played, but the younger crowd wants to get crunk, and that's a fine line of who you can book and all that stuff for that. You know, but sometimes you have these artists that kind of transcend, or not transcend, but they cross over to multiple different age groups that they can play to, like Colt Ford. He plays traditional sounding stuff too, but then also gets a little crazy, and it's younger, and it's kind of the country rap thing too, and it has that mass appeal. And he'll get them to come to the stage.
Well, let me ask this: if anybody knows the answer, maybe one of you two guys knows, but does anybody know how much Upchurch? Somebody had typed in the comments just a minute ago that Upchurch would be a great fit for one of our events. Does anybody know how much Upchurch charges for an event like that?
I don't. I know my son is a huge Upchurch fan, and he's actually turned me on to I've talked about Upchurch on here before. Yeah. What I like most about Upchurch is that dude wakes up in the morning, does whatever the hell he wants to do all day long, and he lives by his own set of rules.
Yep.
And I respect the hell out of that, dude. You know?
Yep.
Does he live up here in West Virginia?
I don't know where he lives now. He's kind of from Tennessee, I guess.
I thought he was in West Virginia, because I thought he either bought a house or was selling a house. I don't know anything about him. I just saw something on something else.
Dude is phenomenally successful. He plays to his niche, and if Randall thinks you can get Upchurch for $5,000,
I doubt it.
On the crack pipe. And I say that because Randall's a good friend of mine, and I can make crack jokes about it.
You can't even get the up, much less the church.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nowhere near that. And I don't know if that was a guess, Randall, or if you think if you can get him to a Trucks Gone Wild event for $5,000, I think I might put up the cash to pay for that.
And then Bubba Blair says Upchurch said he's done with mud parks. And you know what? I don't blame him in that business, because if you can do arenas,
much better.
If you're a musician and you have the choice of playing a Trucks Gone Wild event or playing an arena, the smart play is the arena. No offense, I'm just saying.
Hey, but $20 is $20.
That's what Art Pfeiffer tells me that all the time.
Yes, exactly.
And he was looking for a DMT update, an update on Dirty Motor Truckers. I got nothing, Chris. Did you get anything yet?
We did get an update. There was a text message that was sent a few days ago that said, "Man, we wish we could get an update." And the person who would give us the update goes, "Me too."
Yes. Yeah. There's your update. We were, dude. My buddy who lives in my neighborhood was over the other day, and we were changing out. We were just goofing off and changing out the valve cover on my lawnmower, right? And we're making a new gasket and putting it back on. And he's like, and he was a big Dirty Motor Truckers fan. He's in his 60s, you know. He's like, so what's going on with the show? I'm like, I don't know, man. I haven't heard anything. He's like, why the F not? I'm like, I don't know, Mike. I don't know. So but it was funny.
I wonder if it'd be one of those things where if we actually called our Discovery rep, you know, and go, "Hey man, what's the deal?" He'd probably go, "Oh yeah, it's done." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, because here's a little inside baseball. We had meetings before the show started with our Discovery rep. It's a guy. It's almost like an A&R guy at a record company. You know, he's your point man for on-air talent, where you can reach out if you have any questions, or if you get media requests or something like that. You reach out to this guy. He's your link between you and the network, and he's also the guy that the production company goes, "Don't you ever call that guy." You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, no, you call us. If you have an issue, you call us. Don't ever talk to that guy. You know, but you know, they come in and they tell you all about the network, and they tell you about about their group of companies and all that stuff, and how many this and how many that, and this could happen, and you might get these media requests, and don't say this and do this. Just a little bit of media training, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and that kind of stuff. But I don't think anybody ever calls him.
Remember, Chris, they took us out to dinner to a nice restaurant, and they were feeding us drinks and wine and food. That get whatever you want on the menu. And we eat, and everybody's laughing and having a good time. And then all of a sudden, the dude stands up and he goes, "All right, let's tell you how this goes. You guys all have social media. Here are a list of words you can never use on social media. And you can imagine what those words are. And it was like, do not ever use them. And we're like, okay, well, we don't anyway. And some of the guys are like, yeah, I need to go back and check. Yeah. So that was good stuff. Oh, so let me tell you something about being a big TV star, dude. I can tell you this, right? I used to get the packages for my birthday from Discovery Channel. That's from being on Truck U, which we're about to wrap up the 17th year. So on Motor Trend TV is obviously part of the family tree of Discovery Channel. So I used to get the birthday packages. I used to get the Shark Week packages. I used to get all that stuff, right? For 15 years, I've been getting all that. Truck U apparently, so I was getting them, not two, but I was still getting them because then when we had Dirty Motor Truckers, I was still getting the same packages. I think something happened, Chris. I think Dirty Motor Truckers isn't coming back, and they cut my name off the send packages to this guy list. And I just want to contact the guy and go, I'm still hosting Truck U, bitches. It's all good. I need my Shark Week stuff. I need my stuff. I'm not getting anything from the network anymore. Nothing.
That's funny.
Dude, we used to get stuff for Shark Week. We get like blankets and keychain floating things like for boats, and we'd always get stuff from Food Network with bowls and spatulas and recipe things and all. We used to get all kind of crap, man. We don't get nothing anymore. We just get our cable bill to watch that shit.
But you know what I did get, dude? I did get a third shirt Saturday night at the Legendary Barn in Sanford, Florida. The Floridians shirt, right?
Nice.
Got that, dude. So my man Dave was there, who is we met him at Bamboo a while back. He's the original Floridian, and he started this Floridian thing. And it's not a knock on Florida. It's like a sarcastic look at Florida. So don't think I'm not calling ourselves Floridians. I love being down here in Florida. I don't think anybody else should be moving down here because we got alligators and snakes and high humidity and swampland. You would not ever want to live down here. Trust me, stay the hell away. Move to Georgia or someplace beautiful like that. But yes. I did get the shirt, but it's lighting up it's bright white, so I might have to change. I don't know. But thanks for the shirt. Yeah, dude, I was like, man, shirts were just flying at me Saturday night. So I'm Reba McEntire on this show tonight.
It's very cool. It is for sure. Let's need to make sure we remind everybody, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. That channel's been doing fantastic this year, and we want to keep that momentum going. So if you're not currently a subscriber of YouTube, please go in and do that.
Pablo got most of the words. He missed a couple. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, you missed all the politically correct terms. Pronouns.
Pablo, I actually think you could probably get away with saying all of those.
Yeah. Hey, listen, another big reminder. What we got coming up, man, right after Bricks is, dude, we're going to do this truck festival, and it is moving in the right direction, man. A lot of cool things are going to be happening that weekend, and going to be racing the Mega Truck Bad Boys Championship. Going to be a double points weekend, so we're going to be doing that on Saturday. Truck show Friday and Saturday. Going to have the swap meet. Going to have a little Jeep course and stuff there, but it's going to be a lot of cool things that normally you don't see at a Trucks Gone Wild event. So it's going to be something new, and hopefully it'll be something that we can grow on. Yes, sir.
Look, this is an event. You don't have to have a mud truck or a side-by-side you just come out and hang out. You get to see truck shows, manufacturers, midways. There's going to be truck racing. There's going to be big truck racing. There's going to be the Mega Truck Bad Boys race. There's going to be the sound contest. It's going to be like a truck gangbang, if you will. Okay.
Wow.
Why
is that on your list of words?
Why did we not think of that name earlier?
We could have done, yeah. I mean, we could have done a hashtag. We could have done a new website. I mean, good gracious.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be. So, look, if you're in the area, you're coming from hundreds of miles, thousands of miles, come on in and just enjoy the trucks. You don't have to it's not, a big, it's a big place, but it's not like one of the big mud bogs where you have to have a side-by-side or whatever to get around. You can just enjoy your day.
You got to walk, yeah.
Come in for the day, come in for the weekend. There's going to be food vendors. There's going to be the whole deal. It's just going to be a big old truck extravaganza.
Hey, cool thing is our buddy DJ Obi in DJs to Go is going to be there providing the sound that night. So he's going to be lighting it up on pit road on Friday night and Saturday night. We're going to have pit road parties on both nights. So that's going to be something cool, I think.
What are they going to be allowed to? Is it going to be like a cruise?
No, the cruise, the paparazzi truck parade lap is going to be Saturday night after the tug of wars. We'll have probably a short little tug of wars, depending on how many people want to do it. But then we're going to see how many trucks of any shape, size, or kind. We're going to have the largest parade lap around Rockingham Motor Speedway to try to set some kind of record.
Oh, I like that idea.
Saturday night. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Have pictures taken of trucks and stuff at the start-finish line. That's going to be a pretty neat thing.
Worcester, how's everything looking for that event?
Everything's looking real good. I mean, it really is. I mean, we already know there are going to be plenty of truck racers there. I think the truck show part's going to be a phenomenal part. Hopefully, the question marks are how many people are going to put their truck and stuff into the sound competition. Who really until the day of the burnout competition right there at the start finish line, that whole area. I think that's going to be badass because it'll be like a NASCAR style type burnout. You'll be able to flip it around and everything all right there at the start finish line. So that's going to be cool as crap. And there'll be several people that'll try that. But overall, I think it's going to be a fun thing, and hopefully it'll be something that we can build on in years to come.
I hope so as well, dude. And we're working on some other things. And we got the question about Michigan earlier tonight. Ron Heel was on tonight. Ron, I don't know, man. Maybe we touch base and see if we can't figure something out, brother. You know what I mean? So that would be, I think that would break the internet.
It would break. That news would be, it'd be right up there with a lot of different things. So that'd be very cool.
Here's what I see. Let's say we do something and we announce that. It's like you can see the slow motion of the butt plugs coming out of the closet and being brushed, all the dust. I might have just given away our commercial for this thing.
Yeah. Okay. I got a quick question to answer right here. William McCarr, my buddy, he's got a question about side-by-sides for Rockingham. Yes, they're allowed, but all the racers, you're going to be coming in and racing, I believe. So you'll be able to use that side-by-side. All the racers will, to provide support for your race team and everything. But you're not going to be able to ride it throughout pit road area and that kind of stuff. You're not just going to be able to take off around the track. But you will be, if you're parking outside of the infield, you'll be able to drive it in. There'll be a designated area for you to park your side-by-side. But if you're camping and parking inside of the infield, you'll be able to keep it right there with you. But everything's right there. You'll be walking a lot. You won't be able to ride it everywhere, if that makes sense.
All right. All right. It's all good. Wesley Russell says, new haircut, Matt. Actually, lack of. That's what it is.
Am I back?
You are back, dude. Yeah. Yep. So that's North Carolina. We talked about bricks, and we'll do shows next week. Obviously, are we doing? We probably need to do Monday and Wednesday next week. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
So Worcester. Just saying.
Yeah, just want to remind everybody what we're talking about next weekend now is where everybody's headed to Poplar Bluff, Missouri.
What? Those dates are totally wrong.
Is that wrong?
Yeah,
crap. It sure is. Sorry. I messed up. Pulled the wrong slide. Sorry about that.
Okay. That's okay.
Thank you for pointing that out. Every now and then, Worcester does make a mistake. Every now and then. Thank God.
Not very often.
Thank God they're few and far between.
Not very often.
Yes.
So, all right.
So here's the rundown. Bricks next weekend, right? Which is October 1st through the 3rd.
Yep.
Then the following weekend, we're at East Coast Truck Off-Road Festival Incorporated.com in Rockingham at Rockingham Speedway. Then I believe we have a week off, correct?
Yep.
And then we are at Bam Bizzle.
At Bam Bizzle, dude, and we're doing the flotilla. And let me tell you something, dude. The number of people that are talking to me about floating their vehicles is awesome. I hope it all works. And if you're thinking about floating a vehicle, you need to make it happen because it is going to be something definitely cool and definitely cool to be a part of.
Yes, definitely.
That was.
Yep. And then after Bamboo, we have a little bit of time off, and then
a week,
which
is Halloween. And then I got to go to SEMA, and I'll come back from SEMA on Friday. We got Redneck that weekend, first weekend in November. And then we go to Twitty's after that. And then once again, the date that we just released here, Saturday night, November 20th at the legendary barn in Sanford, Florida. And that will wrap up our 2021 season.
Wow.
Dude, this is like the stretch right now. We're coming in hot on the end of the year.
Hey, got a good question from Joseph, guys. What kind of events will be at Plant Bamboo this year? You might.
So they're doing a on Friday afternoon. They do some kind of little bounty hole deal. I don't know if it's light truck or side by side or something over there in Timmy's Hole. They'll do that. We do tug of wars Friday and Saturday night, and then we do tug of wars for like an hour and a half, however long they're good, and then that's when the mayhem starts behind us with either a booty shaking contest or wet t-shirt contest. Saturday night, there's like a hot cricket contest or something like that. Pools Friday and Saturday night, debauchery on the stage Friday and Saturday night, and Saturday at high noon. The highlight for me of that weekend, and it's not a high-flying, fast thing, it's just going to be badass, is when we're going back to that lake on the back side of the property, all the way back to the right. There's a house on the back side of it. And we are going to be floating anything that people want to float. We'll have a recovery pontoon boat back there from what I'm told. And I have been told by several people that they're coming out. I know guys that are getting adapters built. I know guys that are borrowing wheels and tire combinations to run. And I'm hoping to just see a bunch of stuff. I would love to see trucks, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides all floating. And
that would be cool.
Kind of weird stuff, dude. And like other stuff that we talk about all the time that we love, something weird, bring it. Float it. If you can float a motorcycle, you're a badass. I don't know how you do that, but whatever.
Don't want to forget the dates of the Twitties. That's November the 12th through the 13th for those that were asking. Twitties, the final event. That's the final weekend event for Trucks Gone Wild for 2021.
Yep.
That's November the 12th and 13th. Racing under the lights on Friday night, and then all afternoon, starting at noon on Saturday. Big bonfire party Friday night, big bonfire party Saturday night. Okay, sorry.
No, that's great, dude. We're going to be up there, staying on the property, chilling out, having a good time. Always look forward to that one. It's always a great time.
Yep.
I mean, man, it's so funny to think. I was just thinking, because I got a truck you shoot in the middle of October too, and I was trying to plan the month of October, and it's like, dang, dude. I mean, there's a lot going on in October, a lot going on in November, and then nothing from Thanksgiving to whenever we schedule the barn back in January. And but we'll still be here doing our thing. We'll still be doing the year-end awards, I'm sure, and all that. We got to figure those out.
Yep.
Worcester, I don't know if you have already, can you make an event on Facebook for the barn on the November 20th?
Well, I haven't, because I just found out. You got to give me a little bit of time.
No.
You guys are extremely demanding.
I think I asked if you could, not did you do it yet.
Yeah, and he was very polite.
Was he really had this look on his face, Matt? You couldn't see it, but I could see it. It looked like he was like, hadn't you already got it up and running?
I think I have resting bitch face too, because
Yeah, but you were polite, Chris, because you and I never miss an opportunity to throw each other under the bus, and I got nothing on that one. I got nothing to throw you under the bus for.
Because I mean, I'm talking here, and when y'all are talking, I'll pause and I'll look at my iPad for comments, but it's delayed, so it's like 10 seconds delayed, and I'm just looking at my face. I look pissed off all the time.
Yeah.
Just a bitter, short motherfucker.
Listen, I can reassure you both right now that I will put that event online and make it active ASAP.
Hey, Amanda said Twitties is going to be their
Toys for Tots. That's right. Yeah, last year was hugely successful.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so we will be doing a lot of promotion to promote that Toys for Tots event. Yes, we will.
Is that one of those where you bring an unwrapped toy? Is that what they asked for?
Yes, unwrapped toys, new toys.
Dude, that was when Joe Bishop and Tim Manny and all those guys from New England, they stopped at like a Walmart. Dude, and they must have, I don't know what the amount was that they kicked in each. They must have kicked in a couple $100 a piece. You get 5 or 6 people spending a couple $100 a piece, you can buy half a Walmart. And they did. They bought the entire toy. Dude, they literally walked down the toy section and like had an arm doing like a clothesline, just filling the basket. And they had bikes and Hot Wheels and everything, dude. And you know what was really cool? And I'm not trying to make those guys sound soft, because you guys, if you know me, you know I'm a pretty emotional dude, especially if I start talking about father-son stuff or helping people. I love that. Started talking to those guys about how cool it was that they did that. And they were starting to break up. Like they were talking about how cool it was and how great they felt doing it. And they would get a little choked up. And it was like, dude, they're just good people. And so thanks to those guys. And I hope this year, we outdo it, you know?
Yeah. Amanda just posted, thanks, y'all. It was an amazing turnout last year. It'll be even better and bigger this year. No doubt about it.
For sure.
Chris Giaccone, brother, November 20th. It's our last event of the year. I'm thinking Mr. Positivity needs to make it happen.
That's right.
Call Publix, tell them you need some time off.
That's right.
Friends, get your family and bring them out to the barn, dude. Hope to see you.
Right.
Is he still working?
Hey, buddy.
Publix.
Sorry, Chris.
Which Publix does he work at?
I don't know.
Randall, no, we're talking about the Toys for Tots event at Twitty's Mudbog. That's the weekend before. That's November 12th and 13th. That's what we're talking about. They're doing a Toys for Tots again for 2021 since it was so successful in 2020.
Nice. Where did they put all the toys? Did they have a trailer or a?
Yeah. They had a big trailer and somebody came and picked them up.
Nice. They must have been happy.
Oh yeah, they were ecstatic. It was very successful. So
yeah,
it was a good deal. All right, guys, you got any final thoughts?
Check the Trucks Gone Wild schedule, trucksgonewild.com to check the schedule. We got it on Facebook too. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you've never been to Bricks and you want to learn about it, come on out. It's going to be a fun weekend. It's the chiller weekend of the two. It's a little less crazy, which some people enjoy more. There's going to be some music, lots of mud, lots of everything you want to do. If you've never been to Poplar Bluff, Missouri, and who doesn't want to go to Poplar Bluff, Missouri, then you need to come on out because it's going to be a good time.
It is.
Well said, dude.
Dude, I can bring it every now and then. You know, I was on TV for 12 episodes.
Dude, I saw it. I saw you.
Wow.
I was
and 3 or 4 episodes of another show that we're not allowed to talk about.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Very nice. Very nice. Steele, how about you? You want to wrap it up?
Oh no, man. Chris nailed it, dude. I'm just looking forward to everything. Thank you to everybody that came out to the barn. Thanks to everybody that was very positive on it, because honestly, when it starts to rain and like, it's kind of up to us, right? You know, and we're not stopping, dude. We're just going to keep on going. And man, everybody hung out and it was so much fun. And so I appreciate the positivity. I appreciate that everybody came out, and I can't wait to do it again in November, but looking forward to next weekend. It's all about Bricks, dude. And there's some surprises coming your way at Bricks too. Some stuff we know about that not really anybody else does.
Ooh.
And it's going to be cool. It's nothing that's going to bring another 10,000 people through the gate. It's just something that's going to be cool for everybody that's there.
Nice. So. All right, guys. Well, listen, thanks everybody for tuned in tonight. Don't forget, man, we got to get those 7 or 8 shares tonight. All you that always hang in there, you always do it for us every time. You can always come through, man. We appreciate you. So at the bottom of the screen, hit that share button for us, man. We appreciate it. Share it to your timeline so we can get the word out there on what's going on with Trucks Gone Wild and the events and so on and so forth. So with that being said, thank you, Matt. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for being here tonight. We certainly appreciate everything. And we will be seeing you next week. Sounds like Monday night, 9 o'clock. Hopefully you'll be able to tune in. Maybe we'll get a guest next week and talk to somebody, extremely exciting that might know a lot more about what's coming on at Bricks. So with that being said, good night, guys.